All right, it gets a little weird here, but when you hear Secretary of State John Kerry trying to distinguish between the latest Paris terror attacks and the ones back in January with the Charlie Hebdo publishing issue, well, let him tell it.
Something different about what happened from Charlie Hebdo, and I think everybody would feel that. There was a sort of particularized focus and perhaps even a legitimacy in terms of, not a legitimacy, but a rationale that you could attach yourself to somehow and say, okay, they're really angry because of this or that.
All right, a rationale for those earlier attacks. I knew what he was trying to get at, Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn of the fine state of Tennessee. But man, oh man, I don't think this was the time to be saying it, do you?
I think he's just totally wrong on this one. And Neil, the fact that the word legitimacy even entered his mind, and that he's trying to find a rationale or a justification for barbaric acts, this is unbelievable. It shows how out of touch this administration really is with what is going on across this country in the minds and the thoughts of the American people.
You know, Chris Christie was by here a little earlier today, Congresswoman, saying John Kerry needs to get some sleep and shut up. What do you think of that?
I agree. I agree. He
I think
does.
that was an Italian characterization. But that, you know, maybe the guy's tired. He says some politic things, but I don't know how that went down in France. But there never is a rationale for an attack. But the argument for a lot of the stuff we see is the knee-jerk quest to try to find one, right?
Well, and John Kerry has been wrong on so many different occasions when it comes to Middle Eastern policy and dealing with the Middle East, and of course dealing with Israel, where he made the comment about an apartheid state. And what he does need to do is realize we are at war. We have an enemy. It is radical Islamic extremism. It is something that we have to address. We have to get it under control. When you hear the French president, when Hollande is coming out and he is being very precise in what he says, how he addresses this, and they are looking for people to help them in this fight. Russia, you had Putin say it was God's job to give forgiveness, but it was his job to get those terrorists to God. And he is very firm in where he is going on this. I think this administration would be well served to firm up and realize we have an enemy and we are at war.
All right, Congresswoman, thank you very, very much. I think that was a more genteel way than just saying, get some sleep and shut up. But I got what she was saying as well.